I bought this clever thing, right? It's a button that goes on the floor, and I press it and the live stream starts. And I didn't think it had started, but I started my song anyway, and then it started playing on my phone and I got an ad. So, hello. Thank you very much for tuning in to the last Penfriend live stream of 2023, Mending the Year. I'm turning up today trying to be hopeful for a new year, despite having had several setbacks this year. If you have had setbacks also and sad things happening and been ill and things, my empathy to you. We're all here in this together now, so thank you for coming. And I have picked 6 hopeful-ish songs from my back catalogue to share with you. This is Dispensable Body. Dispensable body, dispensable body, knowledge is a curse. Feel the weight of the world, feel the weight of the universe. Gotta keep moving, oh, but I stopped listening. Had a hell of a go of it, now I'm putting my heart first. Far away, looking back from this constellation, cast away, adrift on my own space station. Just breathe, just breathe. Shape of a human, born on a thunderclap. Words in a diary, perimeters intact. Tomorrow is today, so click your heels and think of me. From the eye of the hurricane, you're my safe path back. Far away, looking back from this constellation, cast away, adrift on my own space station. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Far away, from this constellation, cast away, adrift on my own space station, far away from the loneliest generation, cast away. I'm a project of my own making. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Tell me in the comments, in the chat, how your holidays have been. Do you do Christmas? Do you do New Year? I kind of don't do either, but this year I've been thinking that I should find my own ways to do them. I thought that, and then I got the flu. So it's been a few weeks of sitting on the sofa feeling terrible and just watching lots of television, like things like dogs behaving very badly on Netflix. It's really entertaining. And I'm watching it pretending that I'm learning how to deal with dogs, but our dogs are really quite nice, so I don't have to use the extreme techniques, you know. But we all sit and watch, and Luna especially loves to sort of look very alert at the television. Maybe she's learning, and that's why she's so good. We'll keep watching it and see what happens. This is an old-ish song. I suppose lots of them are old now, so that's not a great introduction. This is a song that was on my third album, Direction of Travel. I'm fairly confident that that's true. And this is how it goes. The river broke reality, the parts of my anatomy. Enjoy the swim, survive the frost. Not all who wander will get lost. Summer days are stalling, stalling, frozen fingers calling, calling, 5,000 miles spent at sea, brave in the world, wild and free, guardian swallow, watch over me. 5,000 miles, 5,000 goodbyes. Throw messages into the sea. We look for love, for loyalty, a waste of ink. My bag stays packed, all the bottles come right back. Oh, summer days are stalling, stalling, frozen fingers calling, calling, 5,000 miles spent at sea, brave in the world, wild 5,000 miles spent at sea, braving the world fearlessly. Guardian swallow, watch over me. 5,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 5,000 goodbyes. I've got a little show and tell now. If you're here at this gig because you are on my mailing list and you received an email from me telling you about the gig, you may have read the email, hopefully, that I sent to you, which mentioned a poem by Siegfried Sassoon from this book, The War Poems, that inspired a line in my next song, Paper Thin, which has also inspired the title of this live stream, Mending the Year. I can't remember what page the poem is on. I could read it to you, perhaps, or you should look it up. It's called In the Pink. I think it's called that. One sec. In the Pink. It's on page 10. Let's have a look. What's kind of wonderful this week about this is I am not an arrogant person who thinks that every time I send an email to people, they should be so grateful and read it and, stop everything they're doing and pay all their attention to the thing I've sent. That would be weird. So when I was trying to think of ways to invite people to this show and explain a little bit about the title that I had chosen, I mentioned, and I think I'd never mentioned before in any place, that the Siegfried Sassoon poem In the Pink inspired the line in Paper Thin, which goes, I wonder if I can mend the year. The concept being, the idea of mending the year is in the poem In the Pink, and it's said in a very certain way, like the year will mend. Things will refresh and renew as the winter ends and we go into a new year and then into spring. And so, I just wanted to explain that that's where I basically stole that idea from. And I put it in an email, and maybe you read that. And I had an email from a woman the other day who received that email, who said that she has a relative who is the granddaughter of Siegfried Sassoon. And she is sure that that woman will be really pleased to know that her granddad is inspiring people. And how amazing is that? And so if I hadn't got over myself and written that email and sent it to all of you, then that lovely connection wouldn't have been made. And it's a lovely reminder, and I really appreciate it when people do respond, because it's very easy in an artist's brain to just second guess yourself all the time. And it's quite hard to do things, actually, sometimes. And so I really appreciate those messages. So cool. I highly recommend the book. It is heavy going, obviously. It's the War Poems. I read it very heavily while I was writing Direction of Travel, and found myself feeling really weird. And I was like, why do I feel so strange? And not good. I was like, it's because I'm reading the War Poems a lot. So I had to mix it up a bit and read some other stuff. So be careful with yourself, please. It's good to take these things in, but it's also you've got to keep a little eye on if it's making you dip too much. And so one of the motivations for doing this live stream at this time of year is to offer a bit of togetherness, if that is what you want. Offer some hopeful-ish sad songs from my catalogue, and for me to have something to do in this time that I find quite hard sometimes, and particularly this year with the things that have been going on. So thank you for being here. I'll sing that song now. This is Paper Thin. And after this song, I'd love to have a chat with you, so I will I actually have my phone with me this time so I can see the chat and have a little chat, and then I've got a few more songs, and we'll see how the voice goes. It's going okay, I think, so far. I hope. I'm in the wars, I blame the bad weather. A flood of tears, I drift without a shelter. Reduce my world to things that I have worked for. I lick my wounds and wonder if I can mend the year. Awake, no sleep till I make black dreams dissipate. I heal myself with friends and conversation. Some time alone, a sober celebration. I was told I feel things too much, but I know it hurts to be touched. Ooh, I crashed down, I burned out along the way. I'm a sunny day with threat of thunder, threat of rain. Ooh, I crashed down, I came round to devastate. Anyway, I let my skin grow paper thin, and that's okay, 'cause I see stars, and I smell roses on good days. All this is ours. Let's do amazing things with good hearts. Ooh, I crashed down, I burned out That song will always make me smile because there's a line in it, let's do amazing things with good hearts, right? So I wrote that song at the beginning of 2015 to draw a line under a bad year, 2014, which had lots of breakups and some death and stuff, like big life stuff, big, losses and things. And then towards the end of 2014, in December, I started dating this young man, and he was great, and it was all very exciting. And I just started writing Paper Thin. I wrote it at my parents' house in Suffolk during the Christmas New Year break when I was there. It was one of those songs that just came so quickly. I had to kind of go, hang on, sorry, we're sort of mid-conversation. Sorry, just a sec. And then I went upstairs, and I'd taken my ukulele with me, and I wrote the song then and there. And that line just felt kind of so embarrassingly like cheesy and obvious. I was really resistant to having it in there because I thought I was ever so, dark and indie at the time. And perhaps I was. Perhaps I am. I don't know. And I didn't want to put the line in, but then I did. I just thought maybe this strong reaction I'm having to it is a good thing. So I put the line in there. I'm sure it's too cheesy for some, and that's fine. It's a very honest lyric, and it is for my now husband, Tim, and we just celebrated 9 years together. So it makes me smile when I sing that song. And when I was playing that song live in rooms with people, which I hope to do again sometime, soonish, and if he was there, I would always make sure I knew where he was so that I could sing that line right at him. Make him cry. That is really fun. So, okay, I'm going to see what you're chatting on about here. Michael asks, did Albie and Luna get any gifts, whether for Christmas or as rewards for brave log jumps, perhaps? They got I gave them some little twisty snacks that were like turkey and cranberry or something. But that's all they've got to be like. We've only just started leaving the home in the last few days properly, so we haven't gifted up the dogs yet. I never remember to do things like Christmas presents and stuff. I'm really bad at life stuff like that, but I want to get better. Dark indie, yes. You're very sweet. Thank you for saying congratulations to us. It's he's always been a wonderful man to me, and very supportive, and especially recently when things have been quite difficult, it's been he always steps up, and I'm very grateful. Is 55 too old to hope to build a fan base for original music? I've written songs all my adult life, but I only started playing live part-time in my 30s and full-time 7 years ago. This is from Hitchhiker. You tell Hitchhiker, you people here who've shown up to see a 42-year-old woman play her sad songs, is it too late? I would say absolutely fucking no way. Of course not. Of course it's not. I think that it's possible to build a fan base for original music using YouTube, Facebook ads, email list. You bring people in from different places where people are. I would say probably not sort of social media platforms where you just say what you're doing and what, the sort of Twitters and the threads and all that. I don't think that's the place that you would be able to do it, but I think that consistently releasing music or consistently writing blog posts or making videos or something consistent alongside your music that brings people into it, that's what you need to do. And then it's a case of talking and nurturing to those people, getting to know them, generously sharing things with them, allowing them to support you. That's what I've done over the last 15-ish years now. And I like the fact that you're asking how to build a fan base for that rather than how to impress the music business into snapping their fingers and sorting everything out for you, because that doesn't happen at any age as far as I've seen. Certainly not for me, but I know also not for others. So I think the people are there, the people are out there, so it's just how to find them. As I say, my ways are Facebook ads, videos and images and stuff, bringing them into my world, and then creating, the creation of the world is the most important part, so it's the music and anything you want to do alongside that. it's very hard to get people to press play on a song they've never heard by a person they've never heard of. So that's the challenge, I think. But it's a challenge I do quite enjoy. So that's things like, you know, how to write about your own music, or how to be somewhere that someone can find your music, and then when they get into it, or they see who you are, they like that, you know, they get into that. There's something for them to get into, even, because you can have the best song in the world and you've got no website, no email list, no nothing. They could listen and go, that's great, and then move on with their day, and then there's nothing to sort of like take them anywhere else. So I don't know if that's particularly useful, but I think that, yes, of course you can and you should. If it's something you want to do, you should do it. It doesn't matter how big the audience is. And in fact, your audience doesn't have to be huge for it to be absolutely life-changing in so many ways. So please keep going. We need your music. Thanks for asking me. Group hugs to all of you. I love that. Big love to Saffron as well. That sounds really, really hard. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing that with us. Just all my love for that. I hate the idea that I'm sitting on a live stream looking at my phone, but this is how I'm reading your comments. This is the best way I've found. Oh no, COVID. Yes, we had COVID. Tim and I had COVID last Christmas, and this Christmas it's been the flu. So, yeah. Big love to Nick as well. Thank you for being here during your rough Christmas. Oh, Joe's got COVID. Sorry, Joe. I'm so sorry. I hope you get to have Christmas later if that's something you want to do. We keep sort of putting off things like that, going, we'll have a nice anniversary dinner another time. We'll have a nice Christmas another time. And then it's sort of like, just leave it till the next one. But I really do want to start being more celebratory of things. I think it's really important. Right, I'll have a little bit more of a scroll here, because I like to make sure I'm talking to you more. I do think it's good to not have this in my face while I'm playing, because I would just sort of want to read all the comments, but I need to be doing my bit. Mick Jagger is 80. He doesn't seem to think there's a maximum age, and I agree. If he really wants to keep doing that and people really want to keep seeing him, then good for him. I want to keep doing it all the time, like for my whole life. I don't know why I would stop. Emma asks, have I heard of the war poet John Jarmaine? If not, I think you'd really love his work. I have not heard of him, and I will look him up. Thank you very much. I have read some Rupert Brooke as well, so it's been mostly Rupert Brooke and Siegfried Sassoon. I think because I heard of them at school, so they might be the ones that were on the curriculum, you know. So thank you for suggesting that. Shelley's invited me to come to JT Saw for my next gig. I need to talk to you about that, Shelley. I need to talk to you about a few things, if that's okay. Hitchhiker, you are not a downer at all. Thank you very much for sharing and being vulnerable here. You're very welcome to do that. That's really important to remember. You're not a downer. I feel like that as well when I share things, honestly. And I'm reminded a lot by people that for whatever reason, things can be helpful even if you don't realise. So I think if your intentions are good and positive and not self-aggrandizing, then things will come across the way that you hope they do. And if they don't, then you just need to practice your communication skills, but you're doing fine, honestly. Paul Burrows asks, are you, Tim, Albie and Luna settling into our fair city okay? What do you like best about Nottingham so far? My humorous answer is the best thing that I like. What I like best about Nottingham so far is not being surrounded by the neighbours that were making my life a living hell in my last house. I think we blow these things up out of proportion in our minds when things are difficult in our living situations, obviously. But it was incredibly hard for me to do what I needed to do in that home, and that was part of the reason we moved, a big part of the reason. And then also just having lived somewhere for so long and not having made friends and feeling like never felt part of anything, that was upsetting. So what I like about Nottingham is I have very low expectations in that respect. I don't expect people to invite me to anything, or to help me with anything, or to acknowledge me or in the street or anything, because I don't know anyone yet. So that's really nice. So it's like the possibility is so huge here. As I say, we have been very busy, and then sad things happening, and then ill. So we haven't been out loads, but we have started going out now. Tim bought us membership to the Broadway Cinema, which is a cinema in town. And so we're going to feel very cultural now. And that's nice. So we're going to go see films there and just be out and about a little bit more. Because I work in this house and I don't need to go anywhere. And that is danger for me. So I need to make sure I go out more. But yeah, it's great here. I love this house, and getting stuff decorated already is really lovely. And we're settling in well. Thank you. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. Okay, I am going to... Oh, that's such a good question. Michael Record, what is 2024's big shiny thing for you? Funny enough, we were talking this through today, Tim and I, because he's such a great sounding board and he helps me with a lot of the stuff now. I want to release a new Penfriend album. I want to relaunch the Correspondence Club in a bigger and better way. So I'm going to be in touch with all of you correspondents about the things that you love about it already, because I want you to be involved in the decisions that I'm going to be making, please. And there's going to be some more music as well as alongside the new album. So they're my shiny things in terms of music. Other shiny things would be completely unpacking and getting out of the house more. Yeah, they're big shiny things. Thank you for all the war poet lists of people for me to check out. Thank you. I'll go back through this later and write them all down. I appreciate that very much. Oh yeah, Ian says, I guess you've got your attic room a good bit warmer now. It was freezing for your last one of these. I'm shivering actually. It's really cold up here still. It used to be a little girl's bedroom, and I don't understand how, because it's so cold up here. Even though I've had the loft insulated now, I need to put some sound curtains and like thermal curtains up. That's my shiny thing for 2024. One of them. One of many. Okay. I'm going to play some more songs for you. Feel free to ask me anything else or say whatever you wanted to say in the chat. And I will respond at another time. And I've got lots of plans for 2024. I will make a video about those things at some point. Problem is the videos sort of get in the way of doing the things, so I have to learn how to balance things a bit better. It's always hard because I want to do so many things. But music first. Speaking of which, this is a song off my 2021 album Exotic Monsters, and it's called Seashaken.
Voices render me breathless. Gotta get off of this sinking ship, but the water's deafening. I'm still dreaming of drowning, trying to escape this relentless planet, but my sheets are paper thin. Tuck the violence in your pillow, surf the silence, but don't swallow all the tears. Wishing these days could be over. Going to bed when it's light outside. And I flew 10,000 miles. I'm seashaken and screaming, doing my best, but I've got to go. Don't expect me for a while. Tuck the violets in your pillow. Surf the silence, but don't swallow all the tears. Tuck the violets in your pillow. Surf the silence, but don't swallow. Tuck the violets in your pillow. Stand and fight now. Meet me tomorrow.
I'm not shivering anymore. Music warms me up. And so does spending time with you. Seriously, like when I put this gig up on YouTube, this live stream, and I sent the email inviting everyone, I was thinking, I neither want to do this or think I can, because I was in the doldrums at that moment. But I thought, if I don't, then I will potentially stay in those doldrums for longer than is necessary. And it's not that I think that I should, not let myself be sad or, spend time in those feelings. I don't think that. I think that is important, and that's all you can do when awful things happen sometimes. Not always, but you know what I'm saying. And what a difference a week and a bit makes, honestly, because I've had this to think about. I have to think about what songs am I going to play, have to prepare the songs so I don't embarrass myself on the internet to people I care about. And just, I barely could make a note from my mouth until yesterday morning. I started singing along to Absolute Radio 90s, thinking this might be okay tomorrow. And hopefully it is, because we've got 2 more to go. And anyway, thank you so much for all of your support and for being here today, for encouraging me to do things like this, for emails you send me, for responding to things on the internet. All those little things might seem like nothing, but they're not nothing, because they're little prods to go, keep doing it, keep doing it. People literally send me emails going, keep doing what you do. And I'm like, okay. And it's really lovely, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. This is a new song called The Life of the Party, or it might be called Life of the Party. Haven't decided yet. It's almost certainly going to be on the next Penfriend record. And I just thought it was appropriate for this, because this is another lyric that when I wrote it, I thought, oh, who are people going to think that I am? if you see what I mean. Because the chorus goes, I'm not the life of the party, which is very true of me. I used to be, in my early 20s, very much the life of every party. But I'm certainly not. I don't like to go out that much, and I'm not a drinker and whatever. So I'm not the life of the party. And the line goes, I'm the light, I'm the light, I'm the light. Now that is a line that came to me from wherever songs come from, and, you know, created this song a few weeks ago. And I just had to really get over the idea that people in the world would think I was saying, I am so amazing, I am the light. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the words that came out when the song was coming out of me or through me or however it's written. So that was another, like the line in Paper Thin, let's do amazing things with good hearts. It was kind of like a moment. Can I really say it? But that's how the song goes now. So deal with it. This is the life of the party, or life of the party, not sure.
When did the light fade out of your eyes? When did the life drain out of mine? Now when the storm comes, I'm ready to run. How do you explain what we've become? Just wait. Don't leave yet. Don't second guess. I'm not the life of the party. I'm the light, I'm the light, I'm the light. I dream of a birthday, chocolate cake in my hands, the simplest fiction from my crash land. It shouldn't surprise me, this state that we're in, 'cause if it's not raining, it's threatening. Don't leave. You've never known me. Just listen. I'm not the life of the party. I'm the light, I'm the light, I'm the light. When did the love go out of your kiss? Why does it always come back to this? I'm not the life of the party. I'm the light, I'm the light. I'm not the life of the party. I'm the light, I'm the light. I'm not the life of the party. I'm the light, I'm the light, I'm the light.
This chair is good for that song, for the instrumental. I was very aware of this motion. Love my rocking chair. I'm going to have a little quick look through these for a sec, and then I'll play you one more song. Rhyming ghost with toast. I can sing that song word for word, Saffron, because when I was working at Pizza Hut, aged 16 to 18, it was on the tape cassette that was played like in store. So I know every word to that. It's a song, isn't it? It really is a song. Well, does your uke have 3 strings? It doesn't. It has 4 strings. Maybe one is invisible, but it definitely has 4. Pneumonia with phonia. That's good. I like that. I need to rhyme capybara with something, because I had a weird dream about a capybara. Is that how we say capybara? How do we pronounce it? Is it capybara, capybara, capybara? Please let me know. I haven't forgotten the words to a song yet, says Matthew. Do you mean ever? Because you're very kind. That's not true. That's not at all true. Oh, yes, I noticed that there's some chat about my husband's brilliant music. He had a band called Kill Cassidy, and you can listen to their songs on SoundCloud, and they're brilliant. And I think Tim put a link in the chat. Highly recommend. Please don't leave now. I've got another song to play. That would be terrible. Terribly rude. Highly recommend. He is writing a brilliant album I'm going to help him make into a reality this year as well, in 2024. So that's another big shiny thing for 2024. I can't wait to invite you to listen to that. It's going to be so good. And yes, Emma, my ukulele does match my walls. That wasn't intentional. Maybe that's why it looks like it's got 3 strings, because it's basically like invisible. The whole thing's invisible. Hello to Scottish Joe. Yes, it started at 8, but you can watch it after this, because I only delete them if it's really rubbish, if something terrible goes wrong, etc. Hello to Clyde Wright, watching from rehab. Good for you, mate. I hope it's going all right. 6 days clean is an incredible achievement. Well done, you. And thank you for tuning in. Keep going. We need you. Okay. Thank you for being here. Okay, I think I've caught up with all of your lovely chat. Capybara Sultana. Oh yes, there's a load of Pizza Hut people here. Hello. I could still like tell you how many minutes or seconds. So, okay, I'll tell you instead of just talking about it. As I recall, when someone came into the restaurant, you had to greet them within 30 seconds and seat them within 3 minutes. It stayed with me forever. And I remember having some kind of lesson about how to be a Pizza Hut employee, and they're talking about how much more important the experience was than the food. And I was like, it's nice to have nice food though that you've paid for, isn't it? Capybara mascara. Capybara wearing a tiara. So I am saying it right. So it is capybara. Oh, amazing, all these Pizza Hut people. Question, could you play more songs as it's going so well, says Tim. That's very sweet. But if I do that, Tim, we can't watch dogs behaving very badly, can we? If I'm up here doing this thing. This is a song. I can't remember if I've ever played it live. I have a memory that I possibly played it on a glockenspiel at a gig a very long time ago, but it's not a definite memory. That it might be an invention, but I definitely used to take a glockenspiel to gigs and a marching drum and all sorts of things. I went through a phase of buying very travel friendly instruments. Like I've got a foot what would you call it? A foot tambourine. So it goes on my foot, and so I could be like, I mean, no, I won't go find it. That would be a bit silly. Maybe for the next one, for the January live stream, I promise you I'll find it. Because I was just traveling around trying to amuse myself with all these little extra things I would bring. So I would bring this glockenspiel here, which sits on top of my amp at the moment. I used to play it. I can't remember what I played. Might have been the song, might not. It's a good story, that, isn't it? It's one of those tuning stories. But yeah, I've got, this is a song off my second album. I had this idea. So my first album was called Disarm. My second album is called Little Battles, and I thought it would be clever and cool to have a song on there that has the same name as my first album. And then on my third album, I'll have a song called Little Battles. On my fourth album, I'll have a song called Direction of Travel. But I never did it because I didn't write songs that fit those names, apart from on the second album. There's a song called Disarm, which is one of my favourites, actually. And I really am proud of it. And I listen to it occasionally and go, huh. So I wasn't rubbish back then, because sometimes I think that all of my old stuff's no good. And so I just figured out a version of it to play to you now. And this is the song I'm going to end with, because I think I've got away with it with my voice, but you're not supposed to push it too hard, because if you do that, then you have to recover for ages. And I actually do have an album to record. So with your blessing, I will have this as my last song instead of trying to be a hero and adding more on just because it's going well. So this is Disarm from my second album, Little Battles. My name is Laura, aka Penfriend. If you're interested and you haven't heard my recorded music, please do go to penfriend.rocks and you can find out all about me and what I've done and what I've got for sale as well. The last album I put out is under the name Obey Robots. It's a collaboration album and it's called 1 in 1,000. And then my first Penfriend album was called Exotic Monsters, came out in 2021. And there were 4 and a bit other albums under the name She Makes War that came out between 2010 and 2019. And that's a lot of stuff. So if you're just coming across me now, that's like a bewildering, overwhelming amount of things. I appreciate that. So what I've done to help is create a 12-track Welcome to My World album that you can get for free when you sign up to my mailing list. So if you go to penfriend.rocks and fill in your details there, I'll send that to you in an email. And that just makes it a little bit easier. And you also get a free 31-page downloadable zine, because I create bundles of music and art and zine stuff 4 times a year for my correspondence club. So I've put together a few of the best bits from the last 4 years of doing that. And that's what that is. So please do that. If you haven't got that already and you would like that, just go and sign up. And yeah, it's been so lovely, to play for you tonight. Thank you very much. And this is Disarm. And I do know. We're going to start there. Let's see.
We're hunting for shade. We're making brave. Time breeds time, but time is leading us away. With love in my fingers and dirt on our knees, dreaming bodies is all we'll ever be.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you, and I hope to see lots and lots of you in 2024. I'm going to press my magic button and see if it works. Bye.